Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Dee with a good heart. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification icon. I love you. See you.
Hello, guys. Hello, babies. It's your girl, Didi. How have you been, babies? How have you been? How's the economy treating you? How's the dollar rate? How's the pound rate? Hope you're not really affected. Don't worry, I'll dash you small money. Please, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to stick by. Stick with me. Please, I need you. Share, like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a loved one. You guys can watch me over this Easter. And yes, happy Easter. I hope you're celebrating with a plate of rice and stew and a cold drink. Okay, so today we're talking about something very important. Now, my question is there are steps recruiting companies go through and they don't just finish it. I don't know why. Now, when you apply for a job in any company that needs a worker or that is vacant, okay, fine. The first step, you have to present your resume like via email or maybe take it to the office or something, anyhow you want to submit it. Now, okay, after them sending you, okay, receiving your mail, and also, okay, fine, you're qualified for this job. Okay, we're gonna interview you so day, or some even go through the process of giving you a task first. They'll be like, okay, we have an interview with you, let me say on Monday by 3 p.m., but complete this task before the interview. So I would discuss during the interview. Fine. They could say, okay, give a marketing strategy or something, anything you applied for. They can give a task directing to that. Now, after that, they call you for the interview. Okay, you do maybe a one-on-one interview, or I think it's always Zoom. After the Zoom interview, you submit your tax, you discuss about it, to say, okay, fine, this is that. Some even go further to um to give you a second tax after the first tax which you submitted during the interview. They'll be like, okay, we want to test your competency, we want to test how diligent you are, we want to test this and that. They want to test so many things. That's not a problem. After the second tax, they'll be like, okay, fine, okay, you did well in the second tax, we want to do a background check about the places you worked, or if you had similar role, can you give me your previous employer's phone number or whatever. They do that, and you do everything like, sufficiently. You do it, you give it to them, you take out your time to complete this task, thinking you're going to have the job and all of that. Now, what baffles me the most is, after all these rigorous processes, at the end of the day, they will say, you see something like this, thank you for applying for this job role, kiniko. We had to go on with, is it go on or move on with another candidate that was best. But however, we since you also talked the interview chat, we are going to save your CV in our system or database. Why do you guys do that? I feel there is a glitch there, because when you make people go through all those rigorous processes for the interview, you say, okay, you did this well, I need this file in the PDF, the person did this. Most of them go as far as saying, oh, the task you did was something similar to what I had in mind. Thank you for going through it. And I'm sorry, but we had to pick another candidate who shared similar experience with what I have. Something, all those kind of gibberish English. Okay, now my issue is, when you know these candidates has failed or failed this particular interview, or is not qualified, you guys just throw an email to the person saying, okay, we apologize, we had to move over with this candidate. Now, why my question is, why are you moving over? Like, why are you leaving me, or why are you leaving the other person for the other person? I feel this is something HRs, they need to correct. That's what I feel. We just need to correct that part of it. Because, for instance, I applied for a job, a remote job, and you make me go through all these rigorous processes, blah, 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 and I passed through it. Some even go as, far to say, I would give you a bonus or a tip for even participating in the tax. That is nice. For those who do it, it's very beautiful, because it's not easy to sit in front of your system to do something for free, even if it's a job you're looking for. So it's really nice. Some companies give you like 10,000 for completing the tax, 5,000 for completing the tax. They'll give you something just for encouragement. Now, my own issue is, why don't you guys state why I am not qualified, or why the other candidate is better than me? Because I feel you guys need to say it so that I would sit up. That's what I feel. Now, the last remote job I applied for, that everything went smoothly. Okay, the person said, "We're sorry we couldn't move on with you because we had to, go to the other candidate that was best, in the whole interview process and everything. But however, your speech was okay. You comported yourself. Your tax was this. You were stating everything that I did right. Now, tell me, why didn't you employ me? What is a glitch? What am I missing? We have to do this to build the career gap. If I tell a client, or if I tell someone that's looking for a job, I did not pick you because this answer you gave to this question was not satisfactory. Perhaps I feel you should do this next time. These people would feel okay, they would know, okay, this is where I messed up. This is where I feel I should correct, or this is where I feel I should browse more about. Because when you leave a candidate that is applying for a job hanging, I'll be like, okay, you said I did well, I passed, I did everything. Then why didn't you take me? The other candidates, what happened? So I don't know why they do that. My friend just said something. She said that she feels most of these companies, or most of these persons, or most of these startup companies, a startup company is something that an individual just want to bring up. Now, I feel they want to fetch, they go in like a fisherman or a fisherwoman to fetch in ideas from various people. They will say, okay, do this tax and do this tax. Let's see if you are qualified for this job. But the main purpose of it is they want to steal the idea you have to build up whatever tax they have for themselves, or whatever vision they have for themselves, or the vision or mission of their company, to see how this is done and how this is not done. I feel it's a cheat. Because if I have done, I vowed that I won't do any tax for any company again. Like, I'm applying for a job and you say, do this tax and submit. Let's judge if you are, if you're qualified. I said I was not going to do it again because it's really painful. Some will say, do tax one, do tax two, do tax three. At the end of the day, you say what you had. The other time, I remember, during Xmas period, I applied for a remote job, and the lady told me to. She wrote a long passage and said I should bring out ideas. It was something like a freedom fighting kind of thing. So I used, is it Kunte Kunta? As the person, as the freedom fighter. I don't even know about Kunte Kunta. He's one of these slaves that escaped and fought for freedom, something like that. So I used him. Then she now told me, hello, Edidion, and I was the one now messaging her, saying I submitted my task because I needed a remote job. Sure, you get. At a point, she was like, oh, Edidion, what you had, I think I'll look for the mail and put it here. What you had is something similar to what I had. What I had in mind. But however, we've had to move on with another candidate. But you just said it's something you had in mind, but you had to move on with another candidate. Are you not a thief? I feel it's a cheat, and there was no incentives whatsoever added to it. I was really hurt. I had to call my friend. She was like, that should stop doing all these tasks. That it doesn't make sense. Okay, another one came. This one even came with small change, participation compensation. You understand? He was like, do this, do that. He said, okay, well, like, give me a marketing strategy, a proposal on how to something about marketing ads and all of that. I went through the process of cracking my head. I applied for an executive assistant, and you're giving me something that has to do with marketing strategy. I did it. He said PDF submit before 24 hours. And I did it. I submitted within should I say 3 hours. Fine, I got the incentives, or was it 5,000? Was it 5,000? 5,000 naira, yes. Now, the whole rigorous process, let me call your former employer, let me do this, let me do that. You called my employer, she spoke good things about me. Then you now came to say that you're sorry you had to move on with another candidate. I was forced to ask the person, can you tell me why you had to move on with the other candidate? What are my flaws? Like what was I missing? The person did not answer. Now, I feel this is something that HRs, recruiting firms, whoever you're recruiting or whoever is a recruiter, they should do more about. They should improve. They should improve because you're leaving this candidate hanging. You can't tell me that you had to move over with another candidate. Why did you I passed the first process, I passed the second process, I passed the third process, I passed. Why didn't tell me what the process is and all the other processes I passed through? You're saying you did good, thumbs up, it was really nice, you passed. Then all of a sudden, bah, you now tell me you had to move over. So I just feel it's something we need to. Except you guys are stealing people's idea. Oh. I just feel so, according to what my friend said, and I feel so too. But I feel there is something you guys need to do. Fill in that glitch, that gap, fill it up. Tell us why you are doing this thing. Tell me why you're doing it. Why am I not qualified? Where should I sit up? After all, in report cards in school, when you fail, Abi, they will say, did not pass in English. Abi, did not pass in mathematics. Next time, sit up. Or your calculations are, they will say something for you to be able to sit up. The company should not be like, we could not move on with you because kini kini. But however, I want to save your system, your CV in my system, I mean my database. Who asked you? Did I tell you to save my data? Did I call you to come? You don't need to save my CV in your database. I needed a job, not something to save. And some even go as far as you apply for a job and they'll say, before you get the job, you have to fill in this open this website. Some rigorous processes that at the end of the day you're seeing it's rubbish. Please, HRs, please, CEOs, MDs, have a meeting, have a consensus. If a client, or sorry, if an employee is not what's it called, qualified, please, in the letter of rejection, state the reasons why this person is not qualified. I beg you. It's a way of helping us build our career. You could say, okay, your communication skills was bad. I would sit next time and talk about my communication skills. I would practice more. Even if you sit my friend down and say, oh, yeah, let me talk, then you rate me because she's a very bad critic. She will criticize you and you say you will cry. Okay, you say, okay, you're answering vocabularies, or you were not accurate, or you were not quick, or you were not attentive, or there are things you can say that will help me, sit up and ace my next interview. So I really wanted to talk about that because it's something that's really affecting majority of job seekers. We don't know why. We don't know what you're missing. Our CV is great. Our speech is great. Everything is great. But you come at the end of the day to say that you had to pick a candidate that topped, but you are the second best. It's something we need to talk about. So don't forget to drop your ideas, how you feel companies should talk about this, or how they should build this up, or how they should help people looking for jobs. Just drop it down there, and I need your interactions. Please, don't forget to subscribe and to share. It's an educative topic. We need to learn every day. Okay, thank you for sticking by. I love you, and it's still your girl Didi.